Hi everybody, this is a blue and red Arcane Bombardment deck for the Explorer format. We're running Izzet Charm and Prismari Command on the lower end for some nice flexibility and some choices when we cast our spells, a couple of copies of Narset to trick our opponents, and then on the top end we've got Big Score and Arcane Bombardment to use all those copies of Magma Opus and Explosive Singularity on the top end. We can discard them with Izzet Charm, the Command, and Big Score, and dump them into the graveyard way ahead of schedule, plus Magma Opus can put itself in the grave and give us a couple of treasures to maybe get out Bombardment a little bit faster. Now let's go see some games with this deck over on the Ranked Explorer ladder. Alright, let's get it started here. This looks pretty good. Magma Opus, we're trying to cast this under Bombardment, but I do miss being able to dump this into the grave. Hey! Here's a blast from the past. I'm dipping into the Explorer format as well. I don't know about y'all, but Standard's been feeling a little weird to me. I went to Japan for a little while. I came back, tried to catch up, and everybody's playing strange things. I don't quite get it. We'll hop back in there once I can figure it out, but taking a short break today into Explorer. Come on, opponent. What do we got? All right, let's go ahead and dip a treasure onto the battlefield here with Magma Opus. There's Bombardment. Great. So it's highly unlikely that we get to just hard cast Magma Opus, but trying to zoom up into Bombardment a little bit faster. Okay, opponent's got the classic Eye Twitch, Shambling Ghast combo. I think actually the first Arcane Bombardment deck I made kind of used that, and I think it was Deadly Dispute. Some good value. Well, we're going to target ourselves with both of these modes here. Give us a treasure and do a little draw and discard. We do have an extra Opus in hand. All right, well, Opus is one. And maybe Charm? I'm not sure we're going to be countering anything good, but then again, we're not going to be lightning striking either of these, so it's lightning strike for me. If we dare to target one of these things, then the opponent's just going to Deadly Dispute and get even more card advantage that way. So if they want to dispute, go ahead and dispute. But we've got enough treasure to cast Arcane Bombardment, and unless they're running Invoke Despair too, there's not much they're probably going to be able to do about this. And we know we've got 2 copies of Magma Opus in the grave as our opponent comes back from a bathroom break, apparently. There's that Deadly Dispute. All right. And Spell Satchel. I wonder if they're running Professor Onyx in there as well. Get some Magecraft triggers since they're running Spell Satchel. So yeah, we're 50-50 on picking up an Opus first try as soon as we can get this Bombardment going. Opponent's got Hunt for Specimens. I don't know about y'all, but the Learn mechanic was something I kind of enjoyed when that was out. Looks like they've got Environmental Sciences and the Pest Maker. Surprised, are they not running Containment Breach? The one that gets rid of artifacts and enchantments? I hope not. Let's go for Anger of the Gods here and flip that coin. What do we got? Hey, first try. All right. Let's target our opponent only. Let's tap the Satchel and a treasure. And we're going to get a token creature out of this too. Couple of lands, so nothing great off the top, but we do get to clear off that board. And thanks to Anger, nothing triggers there. Since it exiles, they don't get the upon death effects. All right, so this is playing some red, and it's got a bunch of snow lands. This could be, this is going to really search the memory banks here as our opponent plays some of the lessons they picked up. Sonio created a the popular control card at the time was Blood on the Snow, which I'm sure this deck is running. Let's activate Opus while we can here. And it used, oh, what is that card? Ardent something. It was a 4-mana creature that could bring back a spell from the graveyard. And it was basically an infinite loop. Blood on the Snow, get the Ardent guy back. All right, well, we'll anger here. Keeps our token alive, gets rid of the pests with no life gain. Charm finds us another Magma Opus to go with, I believe, the 4th copy in our hand. Let's discard some of these lands. All right, well. Yeah, let's go for Lightning Strike to the opponent's face. We'll do Magma Opus yet again. Submit 1. Tap a couple of things as usual. Yes, yes. Prismari Command. We'll move fast here. I imagine our opponent's going to probably give up in just a second. Let's see how much damage we can get on him. Destroy that spell satchel since we're running command here. Oh no, it's all just happening. All right, well, opponent's a good sport. We got pretty fortunate getting these Magma Opuses and an early bombardment picked up. Good game, opponent. All right, back here for another one. I tried to play some more standard games, but no, I'm coming back to explore. I'm trying to opus some more folks. I know I've benefited a lot from having bombardment stay legal. Come on, opponent, let's go. But I don't know. I'm starting to feel, I'm seeing a lot of decks on the ladder. It's just, you're just cramming all the rares in there, and I don't know. It's starting to feel like there are so many Worthy Knight, huh? So many good cards in standard that it's just, I don't know. Things are feeling a bit weird for me at the moment. Anyway, opponent hits us for 2 with the Worthy Knight. All right, well, this is fine. We can let them get away with this for now. Discard Opus, get a free treasure. We draw another Opus off the top. So we can clean all this up with Anger of the Gods. The question is, do we want to do it now? I don't think so. So these decks used to run, token producers, the Red Knight Fervent Champion. So if we can pick up a couple of more things, we're going to be in great shape. Like, this is not a whole lot of damage in the grand scheme of things. Only down to 13 here. Let's discard this other Opus. And, I mean, if we're feeling lucky, we could actually go for bombardment here, depending on if they have any other plays. Which I guess they don't. All right. So Stormcarved Coast. Yeah, let's just slam Anger of the Gods. If we wait one more turn, we can immediately activate bombardment with this Fading Hope if they try to recover with some creatures. Opponent spends a Bone Crusher in response, brings us to 11. All right, so they could be bringing that out next turn. Not a great Fading Hope target, but we might be able to pick up this Anger of the Gods with it. Okay, Giant comes down. All right, let's slam the bombardment then. I mean, if that's all they got, we can actually afford to take the hit. Okay, Venerable Knight before combat. Oh, an Acclaimed Contender. That could go find more knights. Hey, there's the Fervent Champion. All right. Well, there's a chance that we can pick up this Anger here. So let's go Fading Hope on this knight. Oh, we got it. Nice. That exiles everybody. Fantastic. And we've got Lightning Strike to keep picking things up if we want to. Izzet Charm could draw some cards, though. Let's do that first. Keep Lightning Strike around. All right, we got Opus. Fantastic. Tap some things. Start drawing some cards, doing some damage. Lightning Strike, a great thing for our opponent's turn when they don't have anything on the board. Just point that right at them. Super versatile. Let's pitch Opus. Well, hold on. Yes, Opus. Not get over here. Singularity and Mountain. So we're going to be able to cast Opus sooner than Singularity, so I'd rather pick that up off of Bombardment. Maybe finish this game a turn earlier. Heartflame Duelist brings us to 8. Casts the Duelist. And nothing else in hand. Let's go Lightning Strike on our opponent. Alright. Let's go Izzet Charm. 2 damage to the Duelist. Let's go Magma Opus everything at the opponent. Tap down the remaining lands. And no need to Anger of the Gods right now. Okay, brings the opponent to 12. Izzet Charm clears the way of blockers. Lightning Strike brings the opponent to 9. And yeah, it's our turn. Oh, I love picking up Opus under Bombardment. Yep, opponent scoops it up there. More than enough. Good game. All right, let's try to keep it rolling here. Yeah, let's put Opus back. If we're going to ramp anything into anything early, I'd rather it be Bombardment. Because even reusing something like Prismari Command could be okay. Excellent. Pick up some draws there. Shuffler's been also kind of unkind to me recently. A lot of two-land opening hands. And even after mulligans, it's not much kinder. So, hey, all right. Love to see an early 4 lands off the top when we're going for command and big score. Ooh, Fable. Yes, Fable not banned in this format. Let's do Prismari Command on damage and draw. Get rid of that Shaman. Ooh. All right, let's get rid of Steam Vents. Play with fire. So, given that the second stage of Fable's coming up, we draw a second Narset anyway. I kind of want to get a Narset on the board before we big score. Let's activate her. And I think we take another command here. So let's see if we catch the opponent. Nope, they opt not to discard to try and draw. These Planeswalkers from War of the Spark caught so many people unawares. These static abilities that are not immediately obvious unless you've played a lot with the Planeswalkers. People would just run into that all the time and not get the draw payoff from all of their cards. Same thing, I think there was the Ashiok one that prevented people from searching their library. That was kind of a downer as well. And what was the other one? Tibalt prevented folks from gaining life. Also very disheartening. All right, Fable has flipped over, but we've got Prismari Command for it. Let's go big score on this extra Narset. Try and generate some treasures here. All right, no counter. They do have a couple of lounges over there, which leads me to believe they might have some counter spells, but not being a native to the Explorer format, I don't quite recognize what they're doing. Okay, no contest for Bombardment. Let's get Lightning Strike going then on this flipped Fable. Pick up a big score, which is nice. I'll discard a Prismari Command that they know about. Hopefully can draw something. Ooh, Soul Partition on Narset, though? Okay, well, I mean, we would have enough mana to replay Bombardment if they Soul Partitioned that. But they might be looking to just draw some cards and find some real answers here. So they can't have... Ah, I see. So opponent with Into the Fire stuck in their hand puts a couple of cards back and draws just a land off the top for us. All right, let's go for Anger of the Gods on an empty board. I know we've got this mountain in hand we can discard. Yep, let's do big score for this mountain. Command. Yeah, let's do damage and give us a treasure. Big score happens, a couple more treasures. And now we've definitely got instants for our opponent's turn, no matter what happens. Let's get Narset back on the board, since they seemed to be so bothered by that the first time. Yeah, ooh, Narset finds us a nice Magma Opus off the top. And wow, we actually have enough treasures, we might just be able to cast this. Opponent's got Flick a Coin. Very fun card in Standard and Bombardment decks. Dwarven Mine creates a dwarf. Ah, I see. Indomitable Creativity. Is there any way we can stop this? Might just have to deal with the... Wait, no, hold on. Charm's not going to do it. Can't counter that. They've got 2 mana up. I think Prismari Command can do it. Let's see. Yes, because we can do Destroy Artifact and do 2 damage to creature. And activate Bombardment. Can they counter that? They can't. Oh no. Good game. All right. Oh, this is a weird one. Got some red and blue gold cards here. And that's about it. Let's start off with a nice tapped Steam Vents. Man, Prismari Command was so good. And I was remembering the other card, Expressive Iteration. The one I think they had to ban in Legacy, if I'm not mistaken. That was legal at the same time as Prismari Command. Yeah. All right. Well, we find the 3rd land off the top. Good news for us. Opponent goes for an Impulse at the end of our turn. That's fine. We're not going to counter the Impulse. We're going to counter the thing they find with the Impulse. Or at least that's what I usually like to do. Could be wrong. Excellent. Let's counter Narset there. As Izzet Charm is non-creature spell, like a negate. Makes them pay 2 extra, which they can't. And that was a good dodge for us, since we like to do a lot of drawing to go finding Bombardment here. Yeah, I should probably be running a couple of copies of Impulse myself, but they didn't make the cut. Let's try for a Prismari Command here. Ooh, we get Chandra. Well, let's pitch both of these Magma Opus. 1 left in hand. Opponent keeping some mana up suspiciously. So, let's just go for it. Let's slam a Chandra. Chandra lands? You know, I could get used to this Explorer format. All right, well, Chandra, go find me something to cast next turn. Double Lightning Strike, not worth it, but double Big Score could be worth it. Wandering Emperor. They did have something to do. Okay. All right, well, luckily, Chandra not too low. If they put a counter on this, they can just get her down to 3. But it's really her static ability that we care about. So hopefully we can deal with this board in time to keep her alive. All right, passes it on back. We draw Singularity. Yep, let's big score before we activate Chandra here. I think she's safe for the time being. We'll pitch Singularity. Oh, double big score in Chandra. So good. We pick up Narset and Bombardment, a second Singularity. Let's play out this reef that we got here. All right, so we got some mana. I think we can afford to play Narset this turn. Any counters for this? No. Narset gets through. All right, let's immediately activate her. Replace her in our hand with a non-creature, non-land card, which, looking back on it, is so good for us. I'm going to take an Izzet Charm here just for the ability to counter something. And I'm going to have Chandra add a little bit of mana. We'll go red and blue. And we will pass that on over. Opponent's got a Memory Deluge. Yeah, I think that's okay. You can keep that. We'll counter the thing that you get with it. Puts another counter on the Samurai. We'll tell you what, before that lands, let's go Lightning Strike on the Samurai. And Chandra will copy that. We'll point that right at the Wanderer. Like that. And opponent's seen enough, apparently. All right. Good game. All right. Well, Izzet Charm, a pretty flexible card to start us off, and I'm not going to look askance at a opening hand with 4 lands. Opponent starts off with a Llanowar Elves. Me without a Play with Fire or a Lightning Bolt of any kind. Okay, mono green. Elvish Mystic. Wolf Willow Haven. They have a lot of mana. Let's play basic island. All we can do, I guess, is keep up Izzet Charm unless we want to burn an elf, but I think they've got enough that they can probably do what they want to do by now. Okay, and apparently what they want to do is more elves. Opponent looking hard at that Elvish Mystic there. Decides to attack for 2. All right, so they're not quite there yet. All right, well, I think we might try to catch him here. Let's go Anger the Gods. And that just slides right through. Okay. Oh, Karn the Great Creator. I might have seen this deck somewhere, or at least heard of it. I think there's probably a Nykthos in there to generate some mana, and then Karn finds expensive artifacts from the board. All right, let's go Lightning Strike on Karn then. No more sideboard cards for you. Yes. Because that leaves 2 mana for us to deal with this. What am I thinking of? Okay, Kiora. Yeah, I think this is the Nykthos deck because Kiora then can untap Nykthos, and if you've got a bunch of elves on the battlefield, you can just repeatedly untap it and gain ungodly amounts of mana. Okay, Godpharaoh's statue costs 6. Don't think they can do that this turn. Polukranos Reborn, though. I can do that, and there's nothing I can do about that one. Okay. All right, big score. That's pretty good for us. That is a nice draw. So probably going to take a little damage here. They could get this statue out. Okay, Old Growth Troll instead. So yeah, definitely some like devotion creatures that will lend their mana symbols to Nykthos. Yep, we'll just take this down to 14 from the attack with Polukranos Reborn. We're going to big score here. Get Prismari Command into the grave. Another big score and a land. All right, well, that's not the worst. Ooh, Magma Opus the draw here. I think we got to... Let's see, yeah. Let's slam Bombardment because... We've got Izzet Charm here. We can survive 1 attack from this board. Oh, opponent. Opponent's got the Boseiju for Bombardment. Sure. Yeah. Yep. That is not great. Well, let's go pull out a land. Grab this steam vents here. Pass it on back. Oh. Okay, well. Opponent with an Elvish Mystic. Really shy about playing this statue. Attacks us for 8 with the Troll and Pelucranos, down to 6. And that's all for that turn. All right, let's play our land. Oh boy. I think the way we survive this is I think we're going to have to tap down the 2 big creatures. Draw some cards and just try to stay one step ahead, and they transform Pelucranos. So what does that do? Whenever that or another Hydra dies, okay. Well, we're not trying to destroy that. The plan is to tap it down. So let's Yes. Let's go opponent's face for damage. I think that's good. We'll tap down the 2 big creatures before combat so we can't get hit. Opponent untaps the transformed Pelucranos. Ooh, and there's bombardment number 2. All right. Let's play bombardment. We got some small spells here. We could do something right away if we want to. Let's bounce big Pelucranos since they spent all that mana on it. Big score. Let's discard the other big score. We pick up a Singularity. Steam Vents, no thank you, from the Fading Hope. Okay. Do we attack? I think we gotta try. I don't think they can like boost up these creatures any higher. We kind of have to go for it here and hope that we can just burn them out with an Explosive Singularity. A little risky. Opponent tanking about it too. Trying to find that last bit of damage probably. Goes for up the beanstalk. All right. They draw a card. If they had gone statue, we could have destroyed it with command. So that wouldn't have done it, but they don't know about our command. They just replay Pelucranos. And that draws off a Kiora, which is nice. Okay, going to combat. Yeah, I guess, Yeah, let's, I kind of want to activate Bombardment. And we might as well do it before damage here. Let's go 2 damage to this elf. Bombardment picks up Opus. Oh, we could have used that to tap creatures. All right, I think it's okay. I think it's all right. Let's see. So damage, let's just put that at the opponent. Submit 1. All right. All right, I think we got this. We'll tap down Pelucranos and land. Yes. Cast big score, discarding Singularity. So I think we've got this regardless. Yep, opponent down to 6. Everybody's tapped down. Good game.